welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing my project pan update. I do think I have a good one today. Not too much is rolling out, but I do have some good progress, I believe. I think. Anyway, we keep telling ourselves this because otherwise we would just go crazy with our project pans. But let's get into it. I have some items to go through, and let's start with the one that I actually used only once this last month, and then I decided to call it done. I just didn't want to work on it anymore. So I've been working on my Misha Cushion Foundation, and I think I said in my last update, it's getting a little dry, but I feel like there's still product in there. I attempted to use this again. And there is still product in there, but it is dry, and it looks super drying on my skin, and I don't want to put myself through that. Take the sponge out, that's about as much as I have left. So I am kind of at the bottom. I could definitely use it, maybe, I don't know, up to 5 more times to stretch it out, but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna call this done. It is an empty for me in my heart. So this has been sitting with my empties all month, and yeah, I only went into it one more time since the last video. Next up, I actually do have a nice one. So I am going to be rolling out my Glam Shop highlighter palette. I have wanted to hit pan in all 3 of these shades, and I have now. So it was just the middle shade that I still had to go, and I went into it 5 more times this month. And now I have actually quite a big pan. I'll put up on the screen how long it took me to hit pan in all 3 of these shades. But yeah, I'm super excited because I've been kind of on a roll with hitting pan in some highlighter palettes. I have so many face palettes, highlighter palettes, and it's really nice to see some progress. But obviously I have been picking the ones that I think would be the easiest, like the Cosmic Beauty, this one. They're iridescent, beautiful highlighters that I mostly use in my inner corner for my eyes. I don't really use it for my face, but I actually did go into this one on my cheeks quite a bit. But yeah, this one is rolling out because I have reached my goal now of hitting pan in all 3 shades. So go me. All right, next up is my Beauty Bay lipstick. So this one I was hardly using, and then I have kind of pushed myself to start using it. I'm wearing it today. I'm terrible at panning lipstick, but this is one where I naturally used it a lot to the point where it got really small. So I was like, well, if I'm going to finish a lipstick, it's probably going to be this one. So this is what we're looking like right now. I did go into it 6 times. Since my last video. Obviously on the piece of paper you can see the difference. I haven't checked what the difference is, so there might not even be any difference. For me personally, I'm just happy to use it. I know that I've used it 6 extra times. That's a huge deal for me because I don't typically use the same lipstick products throughout the month because I just have too many and I just mix it up. And so that, yeah, 6 times in 1 month is kind of crazy, kind of good for me. So I feel proud about that one. But again, I don't know what it looks like on the piece of paper, so maybe it hasn't gone down at all. But I'm going to be hopeful that it has a tiny bit of a difference. But yeah, this one only 6 times. It's obviously still staying in. It's in to finish. So I definitely want to try to finish it. So fingers crossed for me. Okay, next one is a highlighter palette that I rolled in last time, and I rolled it in with the I guess very positive expectations that I could, yeah, I'll roll this in for like a year, maybe 2 years, try to hit pan in one of these shades. And I think realistically what I want to do in the next few months is work on something else. So obviously I did roll this in and I did use it 9 times. Like I went into my usage is 9 uses. I don't know if that's 9 different days, or because some of the days I did go into multiple shades. But this is what it looks like. It doesn't really look any different. I will tell you which shades I went into though. I went into this one 3 times. I went into this pink twice, and then I went into this one 4 times. So those are the shades that I went to. I thought I went into that one, but I didn't mark it down. And I really, really enjoyed it. Actually, I'm wearing this one today. I think it's a really pretty natural highlight. And so this is a palette that I kind of want to keep around. And maybe I should just pull it from my Shop My Stash instead of putting it into my project pan, because if I try to hit pan in these shades, any of these shades, I'm going to massively neglect other highlighters in my collection that I potentially could hit pan on or finish. So I'm actually swapping this one out with this one. So I depotted my Beach Cosmetics Belgian Waffle, one of the highlighters in that palette, into here. And I would much rather finish this before I start fresh on something that is not brand new, but almost brand new, I guess, in terms of like the panning world in my mind. Whereas this one, I think I could finish, and it's one of the items that I want to finish this year. So I'm going to do a little swap. I did really enjoy going into this, especially the pink one as well. They're all highlighters, but I kind of use it, one of them as a blush, one of them as a bronzer, and it has really been fun. So I might still play around with it, but I think officially I am going to roll it out of the actual Project Pan project, and then maybe I could roll it back in another day, but I just want to roll this one in to finish. I kind of forgot about it, and I don't know why I didn't roll it in last month, but I did pull it from my Shop My Stash thinking, you know, I kind of need to work on this because I think it's going to take longer than I expect to finish, even though there's really not that much product. So I am going to be rolling this one in its place. I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, it's not like I've wasted any time on this. I still used it, and it's only been like a month, so I feel all right. And I want to do this pretty quickly in the year so that I have plenty of time to actually have products in my Project Pan that I can really realistically finish within the year or less. So this one is rolling in. Okay, next up is a blush. This one is going to take me forever, as blushes do. This is Kiko Milano. It's part of the Tuscan Sunshine collection, which was, I don't know, 5 years ago now. And it's the Tuscan Iris shade. It's really pretty. I have it on today, but it doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any different. I used it 10 more times this month, and it's in for the long haul. It's going to take me a very long time, as most blush do. So we just have to be patient with this one. I am adamant that I want to hit pan in it. I don't have any visible proof that I'm anywhere close to hitting pan. I just am not. So it's going to take me, like I said, patience, and I just have to wait. So we're just going to keep going, stay motivated on this one, and we'll do it. I will do it, but it will take some time. So it doesn't look any different, but it is still here, and I'm still very much enjoying it and using it. It's just a beautiful peachy natural shade, which I have always tended to enjoy, but I have been going into a lot more pinky blushes recently. But I think as we get into more spring weather, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get some spring weather. And obviously summer, this is going to definitely be my go-to. Okay, another item that is very nearly done is actually this one right here. This is the Embryolisse Radiant Complexion. I use it as a primer, and it is almost done. This one I've used 11 times this month, and I could have called it done, but obviously there is still product in here. I can still get at least a few more uses. I don't use that much of it, quite honestly. It is quite moisturizing, so I don't have to use too much to get it all over my face. And I did put it on again today, so I know that there's still plenty of product in here, even though it looks like this. But this will definitely be done by next time. There is no doubt in my mind that I can finish this probably in the next couple of weeks if I keep using it the way I've been using it. So yeah, I'm excited that this one is almost done, and I almost have an official empty in this Project Pan. So because that one is almost done, I am going to be rolling a new primer in its place because I think I'm going to finish it before my next update, and I still want to continue working on an item in the Project Pan, you know, and I don't want to have to wait and you know, waste time. You know, I want to just get on to the next one. So I had this in my Shop My Stash over Christmas, and winter time. This is the Nabla. This is the Nabla Angelic Aura Radiant Plumping Primer, and I really like this item. This is an expensive item too. I think they still sell it, and it's like 40 euros or something. It is pretty pricey. Unfortunately, I've had this for so long, it's about halfway done, a little over half, you know, less than halfway. So I still have a little over halfway to finish it. And my gosh, I have like hairs everywhere. Sorry. It's a little over halfway done, and I had kind of noticed that the scent wasn't as nice as it used to be. So I'm getting a little worried that this is going off on me. So I'd like to finish it before I can't use it anymore. And obviously it was an expensive item. I think I got it on sale, quite honestly, but it is expensive as it is on the website. So I want to be able to finish this before I've wasted my money on it. So this one I will be rolling in. I definitely am going to finish the Embryolisse first, and then I'll start working on the Nabla primer. Okay, next up, I've been working on the GlossGods Cloud Bronzer. This is the shade On Cloud 9. And I think that I'm going to hit pan very soon. My goal on this one is to hit pan. It is a putty cream bronzer, and for the most part, I haven't really noticed any visible difference, but I'm starting very, very slowly to see the rings underneath. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's very, very faint. Hopefully I'm not lying to myself. I think it's there. And I think that I will hit pan very, very soon. Again, I'm wearing it today. This one I ended up going into 12 times. I've either been going into this one or one of my Shop My Stash ones. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I don't know what happened, but I've actually been really enjoying this bronzer the more I've used it. So I think it's a really good color, especially for winter time. And I desperately want to hit pan before the spring, because then I want to roll in my ColourPop one, because I think that's the perfect one for spring. So this one I'm trying to push myself a little bit more to use, and hopefully I can hit pan, and then we can roll this one out as well. This next one, I am almost very nearly done. I kind of think I need to repress it though. I've been working on the Glowish from Huda Beauty. This one I've used 13 times, and this is what we look like. So it's very, very thin around the edges over there. I definitely think I need to repress this. I think it will go much faster as well too. Obviously my brush is not getting very much product. So I just like when it looks like this. So that's why I wait till like the last minute to repress items. I don't like to go in prematurely and then you think you're gonna finish it and then it just takes forever. I like to get to like right at the edge, and then I'm like, okay, now we can repress it. So I'll probably do that in the next week or two, and then yeah, this will definitely look different by next update because it will most likely be all smushed in the middle. But I'm very pleased with where I am, and I'm just so close to finishing, so I'm very, very happy about this. I think, you know, we're gonna have some like nice juicy empties soon, which is exciting. I think that's why this update is kind of exciting, because I'm gonna have some pans, I'm gonna have empties, I'm making progress. I'm not quite there yet, but almost, very, very, very nearly. And that's always fun when you're doing project pan, that you kind of feel like it's worth it. All right, this next one we can't really see any visible change, because the only way that I can get product out of this now, this is the Tinted Serum Foundation from Catrice, is if I lay it down. And so I laid it down and then I put it up standing for a while now to try and show you how much I have left, and obviously it hasn't settled. So again, I put this on today. This one I have used 14 times, and I am trying to get it done. It is a pipette bottle and I cannot get the product out with the pipette, so I just have to go like this, and it's getting harder and harder to do. So I think, again, this potentially could be an empty by next update. Simply either I will give up and it will be too annoying to get the product out, or I will actually finish it. But it's a shame that it hasn't settled by the time that I filmed this video this morning, because it would have been nice to show you, and for me as well, because the only way I can get product out is if I lay it flat and then I just go like that. Otherwise it takes absolutely forever. So I'm assuming there's really not that much product left, but I'm still able to get product left, and because I love this foundation, I want to use as much as possible. So it's just a shame that the packaging doesn't make it easy for us project panners. Quite honestly, this is not a viable packaging. So companies out there, just like with your glass bottles, make it easier for us, please. Okay, the last one that I have to talk about is my Candid Concealer. And this one I've used 16 times. I've used 16 times and I still think that I have product left. I used it again today. I mean, I can go like this. you know, and try to get the air pocket out. I think it's just the way, like, I don't know where all the product is. Like, there you go. I've like squished out as much air as I can. But anyway, I'm still going to use this until it is done, but that's like where we are. I've used another 16 times. I'm kind of scraping around now, but I still can get plenty of product on my wand. And, you know, I only just use it in my under eye, so, you know, I think this could go on for a while. I mean, you can see a little bit of windowing, actually, to be fair. I didn't even notice that. There's a tiny bit of windowing, so it is very nearly done, but it could go on for another 2 months. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Okay, that is my update. So we have some items rolling out. We have the Nabla primer rolling in, and otherwise I'm actually pretty pleased with where I am. Like I said, I like to see some progress. It makes me excited for the you know, the months ahead, because I do think that, you know, next update will be a good one. Maybe potentially the update after that will be a good one too. So it just gives me a little bit of motivation when I, you know, can see that I'm actually doing something. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.